I'm John Thomas, and I play the trumpet. Actually, I'm a professor of jazz at the University of Southern California. Full professor. I've been at that school for 31 years. Can't believe it myself.
So you went from Paschal to USC. That's kind of a distance. How'd you get there?
Well, after I graduated from Paschal, I wanted to go to TCU, but they wouldn't give me a scholarship. Who could go there without a scholarship? So I said, I'll show you guys. I'll just go to North Texas State. And lo and behold, it was one of the best music schools in the country. I was very lucky. But you don't know that if it's in your backyard. Sometimes you don't know how good a place is. So I went there. And, well, to back up a little bit, my father is a great trumpet player here in Fort Worth, Dallas area. He recently retired. And so I grew up hearing his great sound in his trumpet. And of course, I grew up with only musicians, so I only knew musicians my whole life. Anyway, so I went to North Texas State and did well there, played in the top groups, and then went on the road with different bands after that and wound up in Los Angeles and playing with a lot of very successful bands, the Count Basie Orchestra, the Woody Herman Orchestra, played years with the Chick Corea Band, played on hundreds of TV shows and movies and records and albums, and had a very successful career since leaving Paschal High School. Can't believe it myself.
Now, how would you say that being part of the Paschal High School band when you were in high school, how would you say that it influenced you to do all these things over your career?
Well, we had a very good band director, and Phil Hewitt. And the qualities that Phil had was he knew what he couldn't do, and he knew what he could do. A lot of band directors try to do everything. So the things that he couldn't do well, he would ask somebody to come in and work with the band, and the things he could do well, we excelled in. So I think that was having a great band director that knew his limitations helped make us stronger as a band. And we owe it a lot of things. He would bring a lot of professional musicians into the work with the band. A lot of professional writers wrote specifically for the strengths of our band. So having a great band director was very instrumental in showing us the way. It linked us with a lot of the professionals in the area, so we knew the expectations that a professional were to have. So knowing the expectation helped us to rise to it.
And it certainly was a great band, and you can still see that today here at the reunion. What are some of the feelings that are going through your head and through your heart as you see all your old buddies?
Well, being a musician, you have to be very focused on what you're doing. So when I'm playing the trumpet, I don't think about all my buddies next to me. I'm just thinking about music and the trumpet and making it work, because it's such a difficult instrument. You have to be so in the moment to be able to play it that I can't be distracted. But after we play is when I get to see all my friends I haven't seen in 45 plus years. So it's quite a wonderful thing to see, because the people that were in the band, we were all thinking the same thing about playing music. We were very serious about it. We weren't playing at a high school level. We were playing at a professional level. So it's wonderful to see these people and had that experience we all had together. It's quite an alumni.
Well, cool. It sounds like a good experience. I guess with that, I'd ask, is there anything else you want to add?
Well, yes. I've been very lucky. Actually, I will add something. I had an epiphany when I was my first year in high school. I was a really good trumpet player, but I had this epiphany that I had to create some energy in my music. I had to create it and make it come out. And that is what carried me through to a professional life. And if I could relate that along to some people, that they might be able to have that same experience of putting themselves so much into what they do and their energy into it to make something come to life, then I think that I was succeeded in helping pass along some great information. So that's the number one thing that helped me through high school.
Well, that sounds like some great advice for students now. Thank you very much for talking.
My pleasure.